Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we will talk about PlayerPrefs and how to use them, so how to save them, how to load them, and we'll be talking about integers, floats, strings, booleans, so everything, and how to delete all of them or just a single one. Yeah, let's get to it. So let's create a script. And we'll call this PlayerPrefs test, like this. And let's open it up. Here we go. So first, let's create all the functions, and we will go through all of them. So let's say public Ints. And here we will take an int score. We will have a public float for the float score. We will have a public string for the string score. And we will have a public bool for the bool score. Like this. And again, this is only for testing, so we will use all of them so you can see how to use them. Let's delete the update function and let's create a new void called save data. And to save, let's start with the integer. We will have to say PlayerPrefs. PlayerPrefs dot set integer. And what do we want to set? I will just use the name up here. And we will save this. So what we are doing here is, let's say that we have a scoreboard or some other coins that we are picking up. Then this is the coins that you are picking up. It could be the amount. And you will save that into this name. So in this case, it could be pickup coin. So every time you pick up a coin, you will plus 1 coin, and then you will have to save it inside this one. So when you open up the game, we'll get to that. Then you will load this name into that score. And the same goes for the float. So if you say float, here we will say PlayerPrefs dot set float. And we will use the same name in this test case, like this. And for the string, we will say PlayerPrefs dot set string. And again, we are just using the same name as up here, like this. The only one that is a bit tricky is the boolean, because a boolean cannot be saved as a true or false. It can only be saved as an integer, so you have to put your boolean into an integer or convert it. So for the bool, you'll have to say PlayerPrefs dot set integer. And we'll just use this name again, like this. And that one will be set to this name. And then we'll do like this. So what this means is actually the same as the other ones, like this boolean is saved into this one, and what it says is, if it's true, it's 1, if it's false, it's 0. So this is how it gets into the integer. So this is how you can save your data. So data. Now let's load the data again, and there we will say int score is equal to player prefabs, and here we will need to have the int score. Dot get int, like this. So this was what I was talking about before, that if you have a coin here, you will save it into this one, and now when you will launch your game, start your game, then you will need to find the score you have, and you want this score you have saved in here to be equal to this one. The same for the float. The float score is equal to PlayerPrefs dot get float, and here we're getting the float score. And same goes for the string. So string score is equal to the PlayerPrefs dot get string, and we will have the string score here. Again, the tricky one, the boolean will be player score, also PlayerPrefs dot get int, and again we have to convert it over, and we can do that simply by saying what do we want. We want the I have to do it like this, and it has to be not equal to 0. So what we're saying here is it's going to check if it's other than false, then set it to true, because there's no reason to save the false state. It's only the true state, because everything will be false at default here. So this is how you can save your data and how you can get it back. So let's jump into Unity here and see how it works. Let's just create an empty object, call it controller, and here we can drag the script on, and let's say, we of course need a button as well, UI button, and this one we will have to add the controller to, and we will say save data. So now the score will be 10, we will have 20, we will say hello world, and the ball, let's make it to true. Sorry, I'm in play mode. Where did it go? Sorry for that. That's really annoying when you are in play mode. So let's fix that fast here. And the button, did we get that? Nope. Like this. So now we want 10, 20, hello world, and the ball score is true, and hit play. Oh, sorry, I forgot to hit the save button, so let's... No, you of course need to play before. And here you have to say 10, 20, write some text, ball score, save it. Now when you stop playing again, it will be saved. So if we say 50 here now, hit the save button, remove the ball score, save button, remove, play again, the new values is here. So this is how you can save it, and you can load it again. So how do you delete it? There are two ways to do that. The first way will be to say PlayerPrefs dot delete all. This one you have to be careful with, because this will delete all your PlayerPrefs settings or savings in the entire game, not only in the script that you are doing it in. So if you have saved some scores or strings inside here, this will delete everything. It will set your game to 0. So be careful if you don't want to delete it. If you only want to delete one line, then you can use delete key. And what key do you want to delete? We will just delete the int score. And this will only delete this one. So if we hit the save button, hit back to Unity, you can see we had 1050 something in the last one. So if we hit play now, it should go back to 0 again. Yeah. So this was a little about PlayerPrefs, and I really hoped it helped you out. Thanks a lot for watching, and remember, if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you, and see you next time.